Well, he's back.
Yep. Manny, I'm gonna ask you a question. What lasted longer? Egypt's lead over Argentina or Sami Zayn's title run?
Well, Sami Zayn's title run lasted 9 days.
Felt like 9 minutes. Felt like 9 minutes.
But I will say, Marcus, I'm mad about something. But welcome everyone to the Untitled Man. I'm the racially ambiguous Lord Manny Hayes. He is.
Obviously black, obviously disappointed. Marcus the grand finale.
So, yeah, we'll get onto that into the Raw report. But was there any news that we need to talk about? Because I haven't looked at the description. I've been distracted by
No.
the rise and fall of Egypt in this game.
Yeah. What a terrible display. I felt bad about the Americans getting blown out yesterday. But Egypt blowing the lead to Argentina.
Yeah.
Whew, it gave up 3 goals in like less than 20 minutes. Absolutely disgraceful. They can't go home. They can't go home.
I think AAA are gonna have to forfeit the El Hijo del Vikingo is gonna have to forfeit the Latin American Championship because he's going to undergo surgery.
Damn. Who they gonna give that to now? Priest?
I don't know.
He said he was coming for all the belts. Also, in news, since we've been gone, Sheamus is gone. Wait, did we cover that Sunday? That was a real show.
Yeah, we covered it. Yeah, we covered it Sunday. Someone from Twitch. Someone from Twitch literally was like, "Blah blah blah blah." Sheamus is gone by Sean Ross Sapp. I was like, "Oh."
He should move to the alumni page. He's 48 years old. He's going to AEW.
Do you want some nonsensical news?
Yeah, sure.
Don't get upset when I say this, but
Too late.
Jake Snake has gone from AEW.
Manny. Oh no. Oh no. I don't know what they're gonna do without him.
Yeah, and allegedly WWE is working on bringing Bad Bunny to AAA.
Really? You think? Yeah. You think he want to work with them? Considering they mans in the White House is anti-Bad Bunnies.
I mean, wouldn't you take another opportunity to stick it to the man?
I would. I would. What else was in the news? It was some random stuff. You know, WWE announced their pay-per-views going against All In.
There's no surprise there. No
they decided to go at him. They tried to go at him. They decided to throw it all in at him. They're going to throw AAA, NXT Heatwave all on the same day just to combat All In. And my choice
All In is in the UK.
Remain.
All In will start at like 7 p.m. or sometime in the morning for you. And
in 24 hours later, Manny, we know how it goes.
Ridiculous.
WWE tries to schedule days not around AEW pay-per-views, but the AEW pay-per-views are 24-hour marathons. So when are they supposed to show? When are they supposed to show?
Yeah. And then Marcus broke the news that all in tickets are going half price.
Yeah. So due to them not moving tickets, I'm assuming they're going to move. Tickets will start moving more as it gets closer to the event. We're still just in.
So have they gone half price
July.
now, or they're going to go half price?
I think they are half price now. I read a headline, Manny. I wasn't ready for this to be a real news story. I don't even know who the reputable source is.
I'm gonna look at the master of tickets.
Go to the master of tickets. Ticket. Sell! I told you to sell. Yeah, so as Manny looked for the half price, I can talk about my disappointment in the World Cup and that I have been kicked out of the World Cup and I'm never returning. I'm not returning for 4 years. I'm not going to watch anything for 4 years international soccer-wise. I said it, and I believe most Americans agree with me. We're done. There's only so many times you can play with our emotions. We're done until next World Cup. And then we're back. But this time with a president that isn't a pedo.
We are emotions. I mean, they're still not cheap.
I mean, 50% off though.
Yeah, but I'm more likely to do our watch along.
Yeah. Our annual watch along, 9-hour marathon. Backs will be broken.
Our only watch along of AEW a year. The only one we can stomach.
Let me tell you this, and I don't have any numbers or facts for this, but I believe this is 100% true. I believe our 1-year annual coverage of AEW will lead match time over all the WWE matches and pay-per-views we get for the year. I think that's true, right? I feel like they would do like, a 5 to 6 hour show, and 5 hours of it will be wrestling. The other hour will probably be entrances and 1 video package. And in that time, WWE would have like 7 pay-per-views with 20 minutes of total wrestling time.
Yep.
So that's why we only do 1. That's our excuse.
Oh, apparently there is a discount code for all-in tickets as well. I'm not sure. Unless again, once I said I've seen the Wembley layout. Unless you're front row, it's not worth it. Honestly, the way Wembley is set out, you can't see anything. You honestly can't see that much. Like, you might as well bring binoculars with you because that's realistically what you can see. And then I think when I went, I spent most of the time watching the screen above the ring. And I was like, I could have a better experience at home.
Manny, I can do you one better. I'm not going to use binoculars. I'm not going to use the screen that's probably 100 feet away from me in the sky. No. I'm going to bring my phone and watch it from my seat and watch it that way.
You can't illegally do that properly.
I already paid for a ticket. I'm doing it illegally. You're right.
You can't even do that properly in the stadium. My phone is which is my phone provider. Do you think I can get a signal in there? No, I can't.
No. So go ahead. I was hoping that the people who go to Eve, the regulars, you, Neil, Old Liberian, all of them. You guys got a caravan, and you guys are like, we're going all in, guys, and we're taking over.
Well, I think Shelby, Frecky, Neil, and Nick are going to All In. I think it's just me and Dennis that probably ain't.
You guys gotta go. It's the closest thing you guys are getting to WrestleMania.
I've been there, done that. I've been there when everybody was there. I can't. I'm sure Will can entice me with winning the title, but like, do I need to see it?
Will versus Kenny is what you asked for last time, Eddie. You said you wanted a Kenny Omega singles match at All In, and you're about to get Kenny and Will for that title, unless MJF wins this Wednesday. But you're about to get Kenny and Will.
I need for definite. And Kenny ain't even in his prime anymore, so I don't want to watch it.
He got one left. He may not be in his prime, Eddie, but he may not be as good as he once was. But he could be at that night as good as he's ever been for one night only. This could be it. This could be Kenny's last match. How have you thought about that? You could be at Kenny's retirement match.
I don't want to be at that. Just say you don't want to do the watch along.
Oh, I'm doing the watch. Regardless if you're watching along with me and Eric or whatnot, I'm doing the watch along. It's an annual tradition. It'd be like me not going to Japanese Heritage Nights at Dodger Stadium. I missed that this year.
It's an annual tradition that we need to uphold. I missed the first one because I was there. That was history. History was made, and now we don't need to go to them anymore. You honestly tell me you're going to get more than 80,000? More than 80,000?
No, because I believe it's been going in half every year since it's happened.
Yeah, so
it went from 80 to like 40 to like 20. I think we're at now. So it's a tragedy. All right. But Manny, I believe this clock is on. The clock is on. Since you are at this 0% chance of going to WrestleMania, you're on the clock. I demand merchandise if you go now. If you go. You were at the same position I was, in the same situation. Same situation, except for there's one different clause. I need to get mine right away. I can't wait.
No, that's not clause. You wait. You waited.
I do have a hunch and lunch about all this, and then to be an AEW and the war that is this cold war that they're in. I believe that WWE has always intended to do this title change, but they decided to push it back because MJF is going to lose his title, and they wanted to have the biggest title change on TV before AEW have their big title change on TV. Because it's war.
So, the reports were last week that the Sami Zayn title change, Sami Zayn winning the WWE title was brought forward because he was supposed to win it in Saudi next year, WrestleMania 43.
Okay.
43?
43.
Yeah, 43. That was brought forward, so it was always in the cards that he was going to win it. But for me, my problem is you can't legitimate title after 9 days when Liv Morgan hasn't defended that fucking title for 80 days. You can't pull that bullshit with me, Adam Pearce. You can't, because she's on your roster causing hijinks every week, interfering with matches and everything. But does she defend her title? No. Did she try and win another title? Did she try and win another opportunity to fight for another title? Yes. Adam Pearce, you're a piece of shit, and you deserve to be fired.
Well, you can't judge him because we have evidence of this is being displayed.
No.
Sammy had no reason to defend his title. We have precedents of people not having to defend their title. I'm agreeing with you, baby. Hold on. I'm agreeing with you.
I'm going as far as this. I'm taking the mid-card mess defense. Every time a black person loses a title, it's a goddamn shame. But I believe because Sami Zayn is Muslim, that they took that title away from him straight away. Straight away. And because he supports Palestine, they took that shit straight away.
They're like, we can't let this happen. We can have it be a distraction while the Americans are in the World Cup. But now that they're out, we got to get all the titles off the black people, quick. Street Profits, you lose. Sammy, you lose. Oba, you lose to the Brock.
They got confused with Sol Ruka. They were like, okay, you keep it.
You keep it, but we're watching. As soon as someone notice, okay? As soon as your father show up to an event, you're losing that title. Yeah, so I guess we can talk about the big headline of the show.
Yeah.
CM Punk makes his epic return live in Chicago after Cody Rhodes was assaulted by the Gunther in the back. And throughout the night, they were teasing Cody Rhodes returning after his head was not only powerbombed through a table in the back, but head slammed in a car door. And they were saying he may come back throughout the night.
I don't understand how the second part happened. Like, it happened so fast that it doesn't actually make sense.
Yeah. He was over there. How did he end up down there and right there? Was he trying to make an escape? That's what it sounds like. And Gunther was like, nah, bitch. You keeping his ass whooping. So Cody gets taken out, and Pierce is scrambling throughout the night. Nick Aldis shows up his unemployed ass to the arena at the current moment. It was like, what are you doing? And then they get a main event. Adam Pierce somehow was able to orchestrate an entrance and a call for CM Punk at the same time. So he calls CM Punk.
They said on commentary that Nick Aldis did this.
Oh, was it Nick?
Yeah, on commentary, Michael Cole said Nick Aldis appeared, and then because Cody was out, he was the one that made a call and got CM Punk here.
Oh, so Adam Pierce is incompetent. He had no backup. We had no main event.
They didn't show any of this happen.
But I think storyline wise, that's entertaining. That makes the most sense. He wants to sign Punk to his show anyway. It's an excuse for CM Punk to go to SmackDown. Nick made the move, and fine. But it doesn't explain his suspension with Gunther and all that. Where are we going with this?
No, that's going to lead to a fight. That's the second time. That's the second time Gunther called him incompetent.
Well, he shoved him too.
It's like, you failed as a wrestler and you're failing as a GM, as that handsy black man security guard pushed him out. He's so
Go!
handsy.
Go! Get your hands off me. Go! Please go. Here's the exit. Go. But overall, we get the main event. I think it's a pretty good match. No doubt in my mind that everything CM Punk wasn't winning this title tonight. Like
I thought there was a 10% chance of bullshit to happen.
what was going to happen? I couldn't see anybody coming out. There was no one to make the same. Division is gone. They have no reason to attack.
No,
Rollins is dealing with some bullshit.
I would have assumed the threat Gunther made to Sammy when he first powerbombed Cody. There was that moment before Cody got back up and ran into the car door. Gunther basically said Gunther basically said he's Sammy's problem now. So I thought there's a chance Gunther could come back and be like, I'm taking the title off him, not you, Punk, kind of thing.
Yeah. One of those selfish moves like, oh, what's Gunther doing out here?
Yeah.
He's interfering. Oh, no. Ring the bell. DQ. No, rare WWE Championship finish on the show. I would like to give a strike right away to this title change. There are people who swore in their lifetime they'll never allow CM Punk to be champion again. I think he's won the title like 3 times since Drew and Seth said they would never let this happen. They would never let him get the power.
Wait. He's won the world title twice.
Yeah.
He's won the WWE title once in that time.
Yeah.
The world title don't count.
I don't care if Roman was.
I don't care if Roman's holding it.
The rule. Let's never let this man win again. He's been on the road. He's been winning. He's had like 3 matches, and each time he won the title. Whether he's cashing in or doing anything, it's ridiculous. Very ridiculous.
Yeah, but so that leads me into there's a pro that Raw after Gunther did his thing. Raw actually opened up with Seth Rollins in the ring. Now, me and Marcus were watching the USA game whilst this was on. Marcus hasn't gone back to rewatch it. I have. Now we have an interesting game. I'll give you some visual aids too to help you.
Oh. This is called the what did they say? Second of the week.
So what did Seth Rollins say before he was interrupted?
I'm going to say, I'm here. Where's the tribal chief? I'm the one's been holding it down. I'm the face of the company.
Something along those lines. It was more.
It looked like it.
Roman Reigns has always been pictured as the guy. With the Shield came, it was 3 guys, but he was always the guy.
All this
That's a good
bullshit. This the same shit he's been saying for the last 3 years. It really bothered him. Yeah, it really bothered him when Roman said he works less than Seth Rollins but earns 10 times more than Seth Rollins.
I mean,
It's never been about the money. It's been about the work.
Shut up, Seth.
Shut up, Seth. It's always about the money. This whole sport is about the money. You don't fake fight for free. Okay? You fight for the money. Here we start off, you get the handshake and the hot dog. The hot dog is payment.
So then, LA Knight comes out there. Now you tell me what LA Knight said.
Well, listen to me, you Brody. Okay? Because Austin 360 said I just whooped your ass. Now you get opportunity after opportunity. And I don't. Okay? I lose every week. I get sit in the corner and get talked down to by the boss for missing spots. You have been a favorite of this company for years. You need to step into the back of the line. Yeah. I mean,
So, yeah, but he said a lot more words, which we both said we weren't even paying attention to it yesterday. But it was a very wordy, lengthy segment.
Yes, it went on and on.
He basically said that Roman and Seth are very good at holding people back. So in the last few years, in that time, there's been a lot of people on the rise, but because of that, but a lot of people have had their pushes stopped because of bloodline business and vision business.
Well, there ain't even no vision business. The vision The Vision is dead, just like the Marvel Cinematic Universe Vision is dead. It's just dead. They've been dead.
And then the problem I have is the same problem I have with other people challenging for titles. You can't be giving out title matches when you haven't won the damn thing.
Yeah. You can't be like, I'll give you a title match. As soon as I win it, you earned it, buddy. You've earned it. Yeah, buddy, I'm first in line. LA Knight, LA, my friend, LA, Mr. Knight. You were losing to Solo on SmackDown. You are not in anybody's line right now. In fact, I would say, by you coming out here, the only line you're in is being out of line for even thinking that you can get a title shot. This is ridiculous. Stay back. You can't even handle Jimmy Uso.
JK Smith said, "Good morning, evening. That VAR was BS. Which one? Sammy needs to find a lawyer and fight this injustice, and the USA are showing their entitled behind over last night's match." I'm just saying, we'll talk about the football. We'll talk about the football game afterwards because
Yes.
I have a few things to say about that.
Well, Manny, I last time you saw us at me the watch along, I said I have a list of people I want to blame and excuses, and yes, I did make a list of things I blame and excuses for the reason the U.S. lost. Parental discretion is strongly advised. It really is. It really is.
I will say the quality of matches we had tonight were pretty good. There was one I just didn't care about. It was a tag match with Rusev and Ethan Page versus Penta and Dragon Lee. I didn't care about that one, but I did care about the promo in the backstage where there's a gauntlet happening next week for the Penta Challenger for SummerSlam. And then Rusev and Ethan Page said that Penta doesn't have to worry about Rey Mysterio because after last match he crushed him. And Dragon Lee comes out there and goes, "Don't be talking about Rey Mysterio like that." But then Rusev decides to go, "Hey, Dragon Lee, you need to learn English, otherwise I'm gonna crush you."
Rusev became MAGA Day real quick. Like, right away. That man became a U.S. citizen. All of a sudden, he's telling other people to learn English. This is you, Rusev. This is you.
I was watching this on my iPad whilst having like a ice bath because it was too hot. And I'm there in the bathtub laughing to myself. to the point Rika walks through the door, looks at me. Just looks just disappointed.
Yeah. I bet your dog thought you were being electrocuted. Oh no, someone dropped a toaster in his thumb. He's going crazy. By the way, if I ever get married and my wife want to take me out, have it be that way. Just have it be dropping the toaster in the tub.
Nah.
I feel like that'd just be like, oh shit, you really do hate me.
Cut my brakes or make me fall off a cliff in a car.
Wife murders. We're going vacation. You just gotta nudge me off the course. Walk back, take a step back. Oh shit, it didn't work. I'm not strong enough.
Sol Ruka took on Raquel Rodriguez. That was surprisingly good match too.
We're skipping the Street Profits.
No, we'll talk about it afterwards because that angered me too.
Okay.
But the thing that stood out to me in that match was Raquel's clothesline because that was disgusting.
Yeah. Oh, that first miss it in.
And then blah.
That left hand clothesline was sick. Overall, I thought it was a really good match from what I saw of it.
I think that's the only one we fully paid attention to last night because that was during halftime.
Yeah. Liv came in with the distraction as she always does, as in she's more of a ballet at this point than she is a champion. I think she's had more interferences in title matches or matches, period. Ever since that Trouble Saying came out, she has not been seen. She's been seen at the World Cup more than she's seen in the ring at this point.
That terrible song. Treble. You
want a treble. Shut up. I believe that was the point for me when I think I completely turned on Liv. I think I completely turned on her. Like, at first I'd be like, Liv isn't the worst. She's alright. But now I think it's just more like, I never want to hear her talk again at this treble song. That's so cute. Any aura she had. She may as well be LA Knight to me.
So, yeah,
Demon
so
Priest.
the first match was the Street Profits defending their tag team titles against the Vision, which was Austin Theory and Bron Breakker.
Yep.
Solid match until Logan Paul decides to get involved, putting out brass knucks. Bron Breakker takes an eternity to put them on. So, and then Dawkins is able to counter and take them off him. But then Dawkins decides to put them on, which also took an eternity for him to put on, allowing
Yes.
Maxine Dupree to sneak in and give him a low blow.
Yep. All I want to say is black man's kryptonite will always be the white woman. And he didn't see her coming. And we never see it coming. But they always get us right in the nuts when it's the most important time in our life. Bah! Oh no! She may as well scream white power when she did this.
Her face is definitely saying it. Look at it.
Yeah. White power. Even Theory's last two races. This looks like a giant conspiracy when you look around that ring. Why is the ref looking at him?
What's going on in that ring?
Yeah. He's banging Dawkins, the black man. The white woman's like, I chose my side. And then you got Logan Paul distracting the ref who's just saying, get out of here. But it didn't matter for that ref. Once that pin was being made, he turned around, forgot all about Logan Paul, and still counted the 3. The Street Profits lost the title.
Still on the apron. He was still on the apron when he made that count.
Yeah. He heard one thing. He said, shoulders are down, and he dove and was like, quick. I'm crying racism. I'm crying ridiculous. I think Triple H needs to be removed of power at this point.
What happened was Austin Theory, Maxine jumped into Austin Theory's arms, kissed him, and everything. Marcus, I don't need we've got Dominic Mysterio and Liv Morgan at home in division. We're doing the exact same thing in two different things. It can't happen.
Yeah.
It needs to stop. It's
bad.
bad.
Yeah. It's the T-Move version of Dom and Liv. And I don't want this. They left together and all that. The key thing to come from this was Paul Heyman, I guess, becoming is making Maxine a Paul Heyman girl at this point.
No, don't do it, Paul. That's a bad investment.
He was in the back. He was like, he was praising the vision of winning the titles and all that. And he was like, Theory, I'm not talking about you. You still need to prove yourself. I'm talking about Maxine. Don't fall down this hole. Don't fall down this hole, Paul.
So the reports were last week that they were going to end division. Don't add people to this.
It's going to become the Judgment Day. They're going to become the new Judgment Day. We're going to break up the Judgment Day. They only recreate the Judgment Day in division.
End it. End both.
In both. Division's done. Division's dead. Division has been cursed. They're going to be on Dark Side of the Ring in a few years. It's the most cursed faction in history. But yeah, I just don't understand why the Street Profits get such a short reign. Why aren't they allowed to wrestle on pay-per-views? Why are they treated as they are not only the only tag team in WWE. I argue that they may be the best tag team in all of wrestling. Like 2 weeks ago when they won the title, maybe even a week ago. It's not even that long ago.
I don't know about all of wrestling because I don't care enough about tag team wrestling to actually put any stock in it, unless it's the Eve tag team division.
Yeah. Well, I gave the Street Profits the consideration of being the best, but they're not booked like it, and it doesn't mean to make people think that they care about tag team wrestling. This is proof that they don't. They could have had the Street Profits retain, and they could have told divisions to fuck off and go their merry way. And maybe use that low blow for Maxine to hit Braun Breaker in the nuts to give Theory and her something to do and make Braun Breaker to a babyface and a star. That's what they should have did. It could have been clean. It could have been a clean breakup right here. Instead, we got this messy bullshit that ain't going to amount to nothing at the end of the day. And the Street Profits are going to disappear again and then come back again, get hyped up, win the tag team titles, not fight any pay-per-views, and lose the belt.
No, I think they're the ones that should have been going to TNA, not TNA, AEW. I'd rather see an attempt to revive the Street Profits in AEW than see the New Day kind of just
Yeah.
New Day
I mean,
kind of closed the curtain on their careers over in AEW.
Yeah, I just thinking of the matchups with the Profits in AEW. You can start from the bottom. You got Brodito right there. That's a matchup. You want to see Big Dawkins and Brody King going at it. You got the Young Bucks. You see all the athleticism from Ford, Dawkins, and the Bucks involved in that. You can have them beat Private Party if they're still around, just for fun, on Collision.
Aren't they on their way out too?
Yeah, I don't know. What, did they just come back in? Did they just come back in?
No, I thought they were on their way out too because. Oh no.
You can have the Street Profits versus the Hurt Business, or you can have them join the Hurt Syndicate and just make an even bigger and blacker faction, so Bobby doesn't have to work so much. He is like 90 years old anyway. There are so many options. I think they can release the Street Profits right now.
You know where they're gonna end up. Shane Taylor Productions.
No, don't do that to him. I think that we need to do a trade. I'm down for this trade. If WWE are interested in FTR, Manny, if they are, let's make a trade. Street Profits for FTR. Stokely stays with the Profits in AEW.
No! I need Stokely back in WWE. Stokely.
What's the difference?
Huh?
What's the difference?
There'll be no difference, but I need Stokely more on TV. Stokely was as good as Danhausen could have been. You know how good Stokely is?
Well, Stokely is funnier to me than Danhausen. And to this day, like, Stokely just has to say one line, either whether it's about him not getting any hoes, or calling Daniel Bryan, what did he say? Oh my God. It was something about Tony Bryan Day. I can't remember the line. But all his one-liners.
You raggedy bitch. You raggedy bitch.
Like, he's the funniest man in wrestling, and I think him and the Profits, him and Ford, I think they'd just be doing nonsense. You saw what happened to the security guard today. I wanted to do a shirt with that. I didn't see it until I saw it online. Yeah. I saw it online, and Manny, you undersold this in the watch alone. Because I was like, oh, he just doing his gyrate thing. Whatever, it's nothing happening. I didn't realize he upset the gratuitous thrusting that continued to go on to try to break that man.
That's grounds for sexual assault.
It was.
That's
ridiculous.
Because I don't think he wanted that.
No, that security guard did not sign up for being at a Chris Brown concert and just get grinded on. That was absolutely ridiculous and obscene. Absolutely obscene. But it was funny as hell. It was funny as hell.
Yeah, so that was Raw. Raw was, do you know what, for what it was going up against, and it was going up against the US game, it was actually a better than average episode of Raw. It wasn't terrible. You had shock value of title changes, so I would say it's a good episode of Raw. It's not great. It's not the best episode of Raw of the year. It's good.
I think it moves the storylines. It moves. It rebooted reset some things. I thought that's what Raw accomplished. It went out there. They said, we're going to give you a half-ass show. A half-decent show, not a half-ass show. That's a completely different thing. Give you a half-decent show here because we are competing with the World Cup. But I like to give the people in Chicago a strike as well. I don't care how much you love CM Punk. If you were out there supporting the Americans and they got the love, maybe we could have did a fucking spirit bomb and you would have won and defeated.
Because they were always going to lose.
Yeah, I mean, we could have beat Belgium. I'm just saying, we could beat them. We could have got together and did spirit bomb. We could have did something. We had Trump on our side. At one point, I was agreeing with Donald Trump. That's how much this mattered. Now I know.
Yeah, but you know what? When you find yourself agreeing with Donald Trump, aren't you on the worst end of?
Yes. So sad.
It's only downhill from there.
But yeah, Raw was a half-decent show. You know what the problem with these with our tape shows is that we can do these reports now in like 5 minutes because that's what
I know.
we're doing.
No, because there's a time constraint.
Yeah.
The fact that we know we can do this in 20 minutes, but we're more relaxed about it because we don't have a time constraint or something that needs to push us along.
Yep. So you are left with this. I will conclude, Manny, or not conclude. I will follow up the show with something else before we get into World Cup business. Let's talk more wrestling. This weekend or Friday afternoon.
Hold on. Let me make a graphic.
Oh man,
Make it
Manny
look
with the
nice.
production. Manny with the
Make
production.
it look nice.
I'm gonna do a big intro. I'll do a big intro to give you time. This
You go.
weekend, women's wrestling in the UK happened. It was E151. Manny, as always, there in attendance. Also, if you watch the feed, you got to hear Manny get shouted out as he sponsored the death of probably Emerson J. and Sky Blue. He sponsored that women.
No, I sponsored the. Apparently, I decided to sponsor the death of Holly Barlow from Lolly.
Yeah, I know. It's one of those. I couldn't remember which one. Yeah, because Holly Barlow died after Riho power driver her onto Pockets power driver onto the staircase. Manny sponsored that. Manny paid for someone's death, and that's what I want to leave Eve with. Manny is a part of an assassination.
I am not part of the assassination. I personally didn't think it was gonna happen like that. I thought we were gonna get a full match.
What's your beef with Lana Austin, Manny? What's your beef? She had to fight a handicap match and her partner was crippled.
I don't have beef with Lana Austin.
Why did you sponsor that?
Lana.
You paid Riho to get her. I told you I'd get you. And I was like,
I don't even recall her throwing out threats to get on Barlow.
I don't remember the threat. I don't remember the threat. I remember her threatening everybody else.
Does anyone recall a threat? Because I don't recall a threat.
I believe it's after she lost her title and they had that big run in that everybody ran in. I believe she's playing. I think she threatened everybody in the group as a whole that ran into the match. I will get all of you.
Yeah, but Holly Barlow didn't come out.
Did she not?
No.
I don't remember.
From Wrestle
I
Queen,
just assumed that was
didn't
it.
come out. Holly Barlow, the only people that came out were like the Eve originals. So like Jamie Hayter, you got Alex Windsor, you had you had who else was out there? You had Jet come out there, you had Charlie Morgan, the best stomps in the game. You had Aaron Angels, who's the last person out there? Why am I blanking on this?
Was it Charlie Morgan? No, it was I don't remember.
No, I can't remember.
But anyway.
No, it's the Mother of Dragons. No, not the Mother of Chaos. It's the Mother of Chaos. Casey, that's the one. The Mother of Chaos.
Well, the old librarian said there was a backstage promo where Riho threatened to get everybody at one point.
That's the problem. I haven't watched any of the live shows back.
Yeah, but boo you, Manny, for sponsoring that assault. That's the first thing.
I thought it was gonna be.
I couldn't remember what the match was. I couldn't remember if it was a Sky Blue match, and I was either going to say, Manny, you sponsored and paid for a shitty table that wouldn't break, or it was the assault. So, Manny, what did you think of the show overall?
So, we had Dan on the Monday prior to this show, and if you listen to it, you kind of could have put two and two together of like a match that hadn't been announced. So he said Session Moth was going to be there to defend the title, but no one kind of knew who. And then he mentioned that Alice Inc. was going to be there. So I was like, oh, okay, Alice Inc. versus Session Moth. Okay, that's cool. But then we get a surprise factor in it with Lucy Sky thrown into it. And I thought, oh no, they're stacking the deck against Session Moth. We're gonna lose.
You know this, a dual threat match. Lucy Sky's gonna be champion.
Yeah, she's gonna lose. I'm like, oh no. But no, Session Moth overcomes the odds. But I will say, I've seen Session Moth do death matches, so I didn't think a belt would have taken her out. A shot with the belt would have taken her out that much.
I mean, Manny, after having 7,200 kids or whatever number, she's finally decided to settle down.
It's finally coming to take her out.
It's taking effect. The belts and shots are taking more.
But yeah, I'm enjoying the Session Moth run.
What did you think of her talking about her title defenses that she had? She didn't feel like she was a fighting champion because she's She's only had 2 title defenses or 1.
This would have been a second. This would have been a second
yeah.
title defense. I mean, it happened. You can't. Most people wouldn't defend the title every month.
Roman. Session Moth is on her tribal chief phase. That's what.
But no, because she's had other business to contend with on Eve shows.
yeah.
But
By the way, if I'm doing, go ahead.
I'm enjoying the run. I when I spoke to her at the during the interval, she was like, I was like, the deck's always clearly stacked against you. It's like, yeah, I know, but at least she overcame the one defense curse.
Yeah. I mean, she's currently on a winning streak she's never had. I mean, before her going toward the title, she had 2 wins in a row, allegedly.
Yeah,
like that was the most. So she's on a big run. I just think if I'm doing an open challenge, man, 2 people can't come out making a triple threat.
That's what I said.
You can't.
That's what I said.
She's first. Alice Inc. is first. Lucy, okay?
I was like, Lucy, you can't come out here and start claiming. But I was like, I'm scared of Lucy, so I'm not gonna say shit.
But when she was out the room, Manny was talking again. She shouldn't have came out. She shouldn't have came out. It's not fair.
No, because there's times where she'll pop her head underneath that bar and tell you to fuck off, and I'm like, she wasn't directing that at me, but I felt it. I'll stop. Whatever I do, I'll stop.
What was the second match of the card? I don't have the order.
Exactly. Are you really gonna tell Lucy Sky no? No, I'm not.
No.
Never telling that woman anything. Scared of her.
You can't tell me nothing. You can't tell me nothing.
I don't know if that's going to be the same situation next month, but if it is, I'll be interested to see who it will be next month.
Yeah, we do have a number 1 contender though after the show though. So
no, but that's for the international title.
Oh yeah, that's for Miyu's title. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, I mixed it up. Sorry.
So
you're right.
So I think what was the second tag? What was the second match? It was. I think it was the killing of Holly Barlow.
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah.
So Night Sky come out there. And then Lali make their entrance, and then that's when Rio decided I'm attacking. Power drives Holly Barlow on the stairs. The funniest thing is, if you watch it back, so I don't think you know what Shelby looks like, but if you watch it back, they shoot it from the angle behind Rio. I don't think they shoot it from the angle in front where you see her drop her like that, or at least some of the clips I've seen. There's a clip of Shelby.
Or something.
There's a clip of Shelby reacting exactly how a fan should react. Pleading Rio, like, no, don't do it.
No, I'm begging you.
It was perfect. It was so perfect. If you watch it back, Shelby's face is telling you everything of how a fan should react in that situation. Whereas, like, you look at everyone else, they're like, do it.
Everybody's right. I want to get my holy shit off. You sick fuck.
Going on over there.
Yeah. Honestly, I will say this. This is probably the most violent edition of Eve I've seen. Where people were taking dangerous spots and doing stuff. So even this one, I've never seen nobody get like power drived on the staircase or anything like that.
So I think we're close to finishing up 2023 of the Eve on the Watch Along Mondays. What follows in 2024 is possibly one of the best storylined hardcore kind of matches, where it's Charlie Morgan versus Alex Windsor. You're gonna, because there's story behind it, you'll enjoy it more than a regular hardcore match like AEW puts on. That's my thing. Of like when they do these hardcore matches, there's normally something behind it that like kind of like you're not doing this for the sake of doing it.
But yeah, it's interesting. Riho having a number 1 contenders match for the international title decided, I'm gonna kill somebody before I get there tonight.
Yeah,
I don't need to focus on my match later. I'm just gonna kill somebody.
For a handicap match, you would have thought Night Sky would have had that handled, but
it went up for 5 minutes or so. Like,
it went on longer than I thought it was gonna go on, and it just shows that the power of Lana Austin. She's just too good to be just like put down by just the best tag wrestler in the game of Sky Smithson. and an uppercomer of Violet Knight.
Yeah, but I'm also
She's really surprising in the ring.
yeah. I'm gonna give a strike to Lana Austin though. Manny,
Why?
if we're ever a tag team, if we're ever competing in a match, and someone kills me in a match, I expect you not to compete in that match. There is no reason. I expect you to care. Okay, the pay window isn't worth it. That's what I felt like she was in it for. She was going for the pay window, and she wanted the whole thing for herself.
No. So, what if it's a tag team title match is on the line, Marcus,
Oh,
and you have to forfeit? That's the reason. That's what Rio said on the mic. It's like she said you have to. Also, Rio took a strong dig at Lana that I was just like, that was so unnecessary. She was like, you have to fight. She said, you're a terrible wrestler, but not as terrible. But you're even a worse mother. I was like, oh, why?
Why? Why is that necessary? Who put that in there? How did you know?
I was like, why? Why would you
I was
say
late
that?
picking up my kids one time from school, Rio. One time I was late, and now I'm the worst mother.
That was
You
so
don't
unnecessary.
Well, just like Rio's original attack, it was unnecessary.
Was that on the stream that was on while we were streaming? But with Dan, because I didn't catch that stream. I didn't catch the stream on Sunday. And then what followed was Emerson Jane versus Sky Blue, which AEW need to do better with Sky Blue, possibly even Julia Hart, because they showed. I mean, Julia Hart when they went against who did they fight when they were here last year? I know Sapphire was in the ring. It was Millie McKenzie. They had a tag match that went to a no finish, but an amazing tag match. And then you get Sky Blue again, and I don't think they give AEW don't give her the credit that she's due.
And it's just not Sky Blue, Manny. What we are learning about AEW as we go into Eric's, but AEW, this is what I hate about AEW, Red.
I don't hate about AEW.
That's the Eric Grant.
Yeah, that's the
Eric Grant. Eric be at the grocery store. You know, should I get Captain Crunch with all berries and no berries? That's my problem with AEW. They don't offer Lucky Charms. But, no. My issue is they don't feature women. They're women wrestlers. They have a solid roster. And I shouldn't have to watch other promotions to see that these women have talent or that they are improving. It just seems like they don't get featured enough. There's 1 match to 2 matches a week, or even a third, if you can, it's probably a squash, should be the requirement. And I know Raw basically had 1 women's match on this week. And SmackDown may only have 1 this week, but there's talent out there. Give the women some time to wrestle. Just saying.
Yeah, 100%. These two really showed out. You may have seen it on social media already, but there was a whipping.
Best. One of my top 5 spots of the years, because I've never seen anything like this, and it just was like, go, work. Use your ancestors. Use all your ancestors.
No, but what do you think that conversation is? Hey, Emerson, I'm gonna take your belt off. Okay, you're gonna. You think it's like, I'm gonna? So you're gonna hit me with it? No. I'm gonna get the staff. I want them to get me a table.
And it was so evil. Like I don't associate Sky Blue with hardcore matches because I only get what I get from the AEW run. I think she's had like 1 or 2 in there where she's bloodied up or something. So I was not expecting any of this when it was going on. Imogen J is a psychopath. We know that already, but
yeah,
I wasn't expecting like basically a kind of a smaller version of a death match. Just a hardcore physical match where the dad had to get on the mic and stop the time and say, this match is no longer has any rules. With Spirit of Eve is invoked. And I was like, they've been killing each other for this whole time.
He did preference before the match. I think he kind of just he was speaking to us at the front row. Yeah. He's like, I don't know what the fuck's going on gonna happen in this match. So if you see them coming near you, just move.
I believe he said that somewhere too at some point. I think he even I think it was announced somewhere. I think he was went to the announce table for this one.
Yeah. Then we got Aluna versus Alexis Falcon. Aluna debuting singles. She's been a tag rest previously in Eve with I can't remember her name now. I can't remember her name. Who her tag partner was?
Okay.
But they were pretty good. But yeah, it was a good showing for Aluna. But I don't know, but Alexis Falcon's just a different beast. Funny in the ring all the time.
And Eve.
Yeah, Lucia Lee. Thanks, Dennis. Yeah, she's just so funny in the ring.
Following that, what was after that? Was it the French
It
Art
was-
tag match?
Yeah, it was French Art versus but what their tag name?
It was
Showstoppers. Is it Showstoppers?
Yeah, the Showstoppers. It was the Showstoppers.
Yeah, Maddie Morgan debuting in Eve versus and why am I blanking on everyone's name today? I'm
This
tired.
is lack of sleep, Eddie. Lack of sleep.
Melissa Fierce. Melissa Fierce and Maddie Morgan. I haven't really seen much of Maddie Morgan. I know she had a WWE tryout the same time Sapphire did. And I think Maddie Morgan hasn't been long into wrestling as well. I think she's just also turned 18. I think.
Oh, damn kids.
But if you're getting a tryout at that age, there's something about you. So like
You have a decade-long run to try to do
there's something
you want.
about you. So and then in the ring, she I don't think she did much in the ring because I think that was the story of like what they were trying to tell is that she wasn't the weak link, but she's making her debut. She took a hell of a beating from French Art, where they basically separated the ring for a good proportion of the match. Like, they cut off the ring, and it was a really good match, and it was a really good showing for Maddie Morgan for the debut.
No, it was a solid tag match. Again, I believe it's the only tag team matches Manny watches is from Eve. Because he's like,
I pay attention to.
Yeah.
Pay attention to them.
Like, you can see the details. He's like, oh, yeah, they actually hit the ring. Manny doesn't say that. FTR can do that in every single match. Manny's like, yeah,
I don't care. I don't care. They don't make me care about what they're doing in the ring.
But yeah, solid match. It did a time limit, right? Was it a time limit draw or something like that?
Yeah, they took him to the limit.
Yeah, took it to the limit. So who knows what happens after that? Showstoppers.
And then then we got the main event, which was Kaylee Ray versus Rio, which was a madness.
Yeah, I didn't know who was gonna win. I honestly didn't know who was gonna win. I felt like Kaylee Ray was gonna win, and then as I was going through it, I was like, "Oh, she may lose."
I suspected Kaylee Ray was gonna win, but then I don't think it's a reward. If the reward is you gotta get kicked by me, it's not a reward. Is it?
I sentenced you to death.
Here's your reward for winning. Kapow!
Yeah. Pow! Right in the neck. As Manny's able to watch along, he could take a neck shot from me, Yamatsuka. He would take.
If she wants to kick you anywhere, I think that's the safest part.
Tell you, she's gonna be like, stand here, bah, and just tee off on you. You'd be like, what the fuck?
Yeah, that was a good main event. I really enjoyed it. I got my cards signed at the end of the night. I got the one by Sky Blue signed. So Neil's got the better one. Even Neil's got the better card signed. He got the the one from Blood and Guts where she was covered in blood, and then that opening. Yeah, he got that signed.
My question is, Manny, do you have a card of Julia Hart?
Yeah, it's signed somewhere.
So you have that one. You have Sky Blue. You are one away from the full collection of the Triangles of Madness. There's only one missing.
And then, so Kaylee Ray sees thousands of fans. I didn't expect her to one remember my name, and then two remember that I was bringing a better card to be signed because I brought a card to be signed last month, and I was expecting this to turn up in the mail on time, but it didn't. It was the NXT UK title, which is the most beautiful title. But yeah, so I was waiting for this in the post, and then she was just in awe of how good this card was.
So yeah, I would, it has the belt in there.
Yeah, and then I recommended that she probably should change her merch. Do you know that killer shirt I was wearing?
Yeah.
I was like, you need to update to the color of gear you're wearing because the color of gear you're wearing is so cool. Green and gold and a white trim. We know this show loves the Green Ranger.
I'm ready to just shoot it up.
We love the Green Ranger too much in this show.
Only the racists like the White Ranger. I'm just saying. Fuck you, Saba.
Yeah, I don't like a talking sword.
Again, it might bite me. It might turn on me. Imagine a talking sword finally turning on you would be disgusting.
But Eve doing 2 shows in August, so so you've got August the 7th, I believe, and August 28th.
Around All In, right?
Yeah, around the second one's around All In.
Yeah, and then they're using the big penny for Mystery Wrestling. Are you going to that? I forgot.
Yeah, I'm going to Mystery Wrestling on Saturday. Which I'm hoping my other Filipino sister, Kingsley, is going to be at that show. She's on Mystery Wrestling quite a lot.
Man, he's hoping to connect. They're going to start the Filipino NWO. They're on their way.
They already have. They're called Manopo, which is normally what happens when if you've gone to church. Yeah. You have to go to the relatives. It's when you're a kid. You have to go to the relatives. You have to go to the elders, and you have to bless them. They hold up their hand, and then you do this to your head. Yeah, it's a full-on blessing.
Blessings on blessings on blessings. It's probably why I've never been blessed in my life.
But I'm hoping she's gonna be there.
Okay. But yeah,
that was the Eve. That was the Eve 30 minutes.
Yeah, we gave Eve 30 minutes. We gave Raw 30 minutes. And I believe Eve had these. They had the same amount of matches, but the match time a little different.
Yeah.
Eve.
So you had a list. I
don't even know if I should read it anymore. I'm not even in the mood to talk about the World Cup.
But Marcus, I had this joke prepared for the longest time.
Okay, go ahead.
Have you seen an American? I've been looking for one.
Ah! Come on! Fuck you! Come on! Fuck you!
That's a good joke!
It is a good joke! It's a good joke. And the answer is no. I didn't see any real Americans on that field.
I will say, Christian Pulisic, you ain't the guy. As much as America thinks you're the guy, you ain't the guy. If you are able to injure yourself trying to take a shot, you ain't the guy. And then Balogun, you might as well. You served your suspension on the pitch yesterday because you did nothing.
He was so not such a non-factor that I believe that he was told by the coach be a non-factor, so they have no reason to complain. So no one has any excuse.
You were basically playing with 10 men yesterday.
It felt like we were playing with 7 men. Just like we just leave outnumbered, outclassed. I felt like I was watching an episode or watching a sports movie, when they show the team and they're really bad, like in Major League or Little Giants or some shit like that. You go like, oh, they're bad. Like this is the beginning. Yeah, this is the beginning of their terribleness. They're horrible. But yes, Manny, I do have a list to blame. And again, parental discretion is strongly advised for anything. This is the first stuff that popped off my head right away. First off, I would like to blame God for this one. If he were real As much as we say God bless America and only the United
States.
States. If he was real, he would have blessed the United States and gave us some more goals. Because we constantly say, God bless us and the United States, and we got nothing from that. We got nothing. He may as well walked out on us like he walked out on Shawn Michaels in the middle of that wrestling match. Number 2, I'm blaming Donald J. Trump, the president of the United States. Just stop fucking touching things. Everything he touches turns to shit or sues him for sexual assault. Then I go into, I'm blaming the Mexicans. 1, because America blames them for any problem we have here in America, so they have to get blamed. And 2, they left us alone without any seasoning in that crowd. They could have supported us. Once Mexico went out, we had no more support, no more love. Okay? They didn't share the love. They could have helped. So I blamed them for that. Now, hold on. Let me read what I actually wrote. They could have been supporting us remaining. Now I have to support one of the remaining African. Oh no, this is a different one. I blame the colonizers of England right away. If it wasn't for them, and not freeing us of slavery from back then, I would have been nicely supporting one of the good African countries, and not the sorry ass Americans that I support today. I blame the officials. Obviously, rigged game. A full-on independent investigation is underway as well. And then, last but not least, I like to lastly blame Filipino Eddie. Folks, this is a little history lesson about my birth. Before my mom met my dad, or even my brother's dad, there was a guy named Eddie. He was a Filipino man who wanted to give my mom the world. He wanted to give it the world. He was going to pay for everything. It was going to be a live lifestyle. If this were to happen, I would have never been born, Manny. And I would have never suffered the heartbreak of watching America play such shitty football against Belgium. So, shut up. So, screw you, Eddie the Filipino. I don't even know if Eddie was his real name. So, that is my list of blames and excuses. Roll credits for the United States World Cup.
Well, because I think this needs to be an actual regular bit.
Who do I blame?
Who you blame for random things going on in your life? Or who you blame for like a bad wrestling show or whatever.
Yeah, okay. Well, the next bad wrestling show, which was probably this Friday on SmackDown, I have another list this Sunday of things I blame. But as you see, I went really hard with the first one with God. I was like, oh, that's dark.
Talking Sword couldn't summon a Dragon Sword.
He couldn't.
It couldn't.
He couldn't do anything. All he could do is talk shit. And betray me at probably the most probably. Like, I imagine that sword will betray me. And sometime be in a fight, be like, haha, you have no weapon. And my sword's gonna go, neither do you. Ah! Take a bite. And I'm like, ah! Sally, you fool! You betrayed us all.
So yeah, that is. I think that's today's show.
Yeah, it's about an hour.
I mean, we could cover the next World Cup game, but I need a break.
Yeah, I'm done. I'm done with the World Cup at this moment. It's officially baseball season again, guys.
We'll cover the semi-final game next Tuesday. Me, Eric, and JK Smush will be covering the England game on Saturday, which we'll probably lose on Saturday.
I believe you're the last hope of this show.
No, I told you, Haaland, that goal machine. He scored many a goal against our goalkeeper in the Premier League. So I'm pretty sure he's just going to score like 12 tomorrow on Saturday.
He's got it now. 12 goals for Haaland.
And then we'll cover the World Cup final on Sunday, possibly after the Sunday show.
Yeah, I believe it. I think there will be a Sunday show. I believe we're back at normal schedules, so expect Eve Watch Alone probably next Monday, regular show Tuesday, Sunday shows are back. The World Cup is no longer dominating our life and causing us to lose our hair.
Yeah, but you may get more coverage of baseball with Eric and Marcus, you might get me there, but I don't think it's gonna happen.
The boys do real sports, guys. The boys do real sports. We bring our wrestling mentality to real sports. And we're covering, I believe me and Eric will cover the baseball playoffs, and I believe we're going all the way up until the World Series because the Dodgers have to three-peat because that is what is written in the script. Otherwise, I'm canceling my WWE network if they don't win three-peat. Shout out to Triple
All right,
H.
we'll be canceling my AEW after all of them.
Oh, shit. Yeah, but tune in. We'll be back again for the late show. I don't know. Are you back for this one? Thursday?
Let's just say I will be.
Yeah. Manny
I
will,
say no. I say no, and then I'm there.
Yeah. Manny will try to go to rehab, and he says no. So late show. We'll be there talking about NXT and AEW Dynamite
and any other nonsense that happens between now and then.
Yeah. what random wrestlers getting released aside by then?
Who's leaving TNA again?
And also, I believe we're at some point going to cover WWE Unreal, the new season. I don't know if we're covering it this time. Is there any reason to? Nothing really happened in the last one. I mean, other than LA Knight being sit in the corner, we watched the last 2 seasons.
Yeah, we have watched the last 2 seasons, but I don't know if there's a massive rush to watch all of it like we did that time.
Both times, Manny. Both times. Because remember, there was that one time, last time, I was like, oh, I'm just going to dabble into it. We're not rushing. And then you were like, oh, I will do episode 6. And I'm like, fuck. That's all of it.
Stop releasing it on a Tuesday. Release it on a Monday.
Release it on the weekend. Release it on the weekend. Keep me tied. Let's space it out.
But yeah, like the video, subscribe if you haven't. We'll be back on for the late show.
Yeah.
Peace.
Peace. And all hail CM Punk in the city of Chicago, who is, I believe, the opposite of the city of Sacramento to us.
I'm tired of Chicago, and I'm tired of CM Punk pandering to Bret Hart.
Well, short notice, he had to grab some tights. All I had was my Bret Hart tights. All I had was my Hitman Hearts.
He knew. He didn't even come back refreshed. He came back old.
You know what?
When that gate opened, I was like, ooh, they've unleashed another old man here.
Yeah, and I also want to give him another strike. I was seeing videos of him looking yoked on the line. Like, oh man, it's going to be a bigger guy. Yeah, he's in good shape. But he ain't yoked like it looked like he was. He looked scary at some points.
So yeah, we'll be back. Toodles.
Ooh, you can't fuck us anymore. Bye.